I'm Cedarvale locker punch mad right now. Like, it's so bad.
Thank you very much. I remember walking down there, 1947, my very first tournament, and I've never forgotten walking down there in line. And the number of times that I've done it, and I always had my knees shaking. But I would like to tell you about two of the gentlemen that I'm chasing. They were really good friends. One of them was the great Joe Norris. He had 71 years. I hope I can make that next year and tie the other two players. There would be four of us for 71 years. And the other gentleman that I'm chasing, Mr. Bill Lillard, one of the finest bowlers and finest gentlemen I've ever heard. He now leads in total pinfall, and I'm 2,700 pins behind him. I hope to bowl 3 more years so I can catch him. The toughest thing to do would be to stay alive that long.
So here we are, team event. We are 6 frames deep. Just had to take some time to get my feet under me there, not really focus on filming. Definitely way cleaner through the front and the middle part of the lane than the center is, surprise, surprise. Of my 6 shots, 5 of them have not been very good. Heart rate was really high to start. Just really wasn't doing the right thing with my feet, and when the feet go away, everything else goes away. So we're doing all right so far. There's OB right of 3, so there's like definitely some hesitancy to get it out there, but also if you can get it to start up, it also has a decent amount of bounce as long as you don't just throw it out the window. So there's definitely going to be some scores available here as we get this pair kind of worked in, you know, just grind out to 1,000 the first game and then put up some numbers after that is really the plan, I think. So just got to make good shots. If I keep my feet under me, everything else will come together. So let's go, let's do it.
I know, but it's up there.
I haven't been this mad in a while. I also haven't thrown at this mad in once. It wasn't good. I am talking to myself right now. No. I'm Cedarvale locker punch mad right now. Like, it's so bad. So I shot a $160. It's the worst opener I've had in years. So that's great. And I threw like an absolute donkey in the 10th. I could have shot 190, and my timing was awful, my footwork is awful, and it got off my hand awful. And I 4.7 or 4.67. Just so bad. Now it's reset. Throw 10 more good shots. I struck the first one in the second game. Also, line looks pretty good. UC3 was just too early. It was hitting weird stuff with like the arrows. I don't really know. It's probably topography stuff, especially on the left lane. So kind of put myself into a pinch with that for a little bit. But the line looks pretty good. If I throw it well, the caveat is throwing it well. So right shape, just make that shape happen. So here's to hoping, I guess. Cranium removed from my asshole that game. I didn't miss on the right lane, but then the left lane I left a 3-6-10 and I peeled the 3 off, and I left a 3-6-10 and I peeled the 3 off. I left a 4 pin and then a 3-6 in the fill, or the 11, for 199 without missing on the right lane. So we're on 37 and 38, and the left lane hooks a ton. It's definitely topography. We checked the topography reports because I should have done that before we got here, because there is an absolute just dead left at the arrows at like 10 and 15. So if you hit the arrows, it's like on those boards, they just fly left. Obviously pair to pair is different, but they did the work to show you what it is. So don't be an idiot like me. Just look at it, it's free. I'm gonna try the Zen on the first ball since I didn't have a fill ball, because I think I can just bump left a little bit and just let it be forward, let it be a Zen, you know, just Zen ball do good things, right? We shot 980 as a team, we shot 960 the first game, so the goal is always 3,000, so I didn't kill 1,800 yet either, so fingers crossed. That was a thing. So last game was a clean 204. I think I left 2 10 pins, 2 4 pins, and a 9 pin. And then I had 2 1-baggers and a double. I don't have more than a double in 3 games. Lesson from team. All right, here we go. 1, just throw it good. Even from the beginning, it really didn't feel that hard. I know that I didn't score worth a shit, but that's not because it wasn't there. I just threw it bad. Started with the UC3, and I was just all over the place with my feet. I couldn't get them to slow down or just be in tempo really at all. Because of that, I was kind of all over the place with my hand, and then I can't get a read on anything once that happens. And once I figured out that it was hooking on the left lane too early, I got out of it. I knew I needed to get out of the lines, or into the line. So that was the next ball that I grabbed. Also, mine looked really good. And that ball is very IQ Tour-esque for me. You know, it's sort of benchmarky, and it still gets through the fronts pretty well. Left lane hooked more than the right lane, and I didn't catch myself on it for 2 frames in the second game, and I 3-6-10'd, and then my spare ball hooked at the arrows, and I chopped the 3 off both times, and I didn't miss on the right lane. 1 time. So actually, no, I did have more than a double because I had like a 4-bagger in the second game, but whatever. The end of that game, I was finally throwing it well. I switched to the Zen to start game 3, and it did the shape that I expected it to. And when my Zen works like that, I'm going to pretty much ride or die with that ball because it's very predictable for me. I didn't really want to go back down to the line, even though our lanes at that point were on fire and transition was happening. It was sprinting at us. You know, we couldn't really move left fast enough, which really meant I didn't want to ball down either, because I didn't want either it to fly through it if I moved too far left, and I also didn't want it to save up a ton of energy by not flaring enough and just going through the face. And I was clean. It's, you know, if I could be clean every game, I'd be a good bowler, but here we are. I think that the quote-unquote right way to play things this year is not as big of a deal, to be perfectly honest. I think if you can just be in a general zone to the right, you know, you don't have to play it up 5. You don't have to do the things that we had to do maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago now, and just kind of play your game and just focus on good fundamentals, good reps. And the carry was actually, for our team, the carry was pretty good. When we hit it, we pretty much struck most of the time. Our companion team just absolutely could not get the back row to fall over. So they shot 3,009 or something, and we shot 2,993, if memory serves me right. So, and we had a big last game too. So they had some good work, and they just couldn't get 10 pins to fall over the last game. And it was a bit mostly due to transition, though. And just being aware of it and not being afraid to run left. Like, that was kind of our biggest thing, is we had 3 or 4 people that just tried to like shim it in, even being left of the track a little bit. And I think that with the guys that ended up left trying to swing through it really kind of ruined our mid lanes. And you know, you'll have that. It's not like we're ever really going to be perfect at all this, but just start with a low end ball, and then as the day goes on, get bigger, go bigger balls, bigger cores, maybe not necessarily stronger covers, but you can definitely just start easy and work your way left, playing more flair. That's kind of where my thought is at. Now, you're listening to the advice of a guy that just shot 560 something, but I shot 560 because I threw it like a jackass. And I think if you can throw it well and be able to just move left as the day goes on and not really worry about making a shape on the lane, you're going to do way better than we will. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe, because there's going to be another one of these videos after minors tomorrow. And then we're on an airplane off to somewhere different, not home yet. So that'll be the thing that most of y'all will be interested in. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. I am going to go down to Fremont Street. We're going to have some pizza. We're going to have some fun. And as always, don't forget, guys, and this is for me too, your best life is a tempting life. See ya.